year 1999. The main topic is the transplantation of animal organs into human beings and which laws those patients have to face and to follow, and how they are controlled by the UK SERA, which means United Kingdom Xenotransplantation Regulatory Authority. It's a non-fictional text, so it's a newspaper article, and it gives information about this animal organ patients and which laws and they have to follow so that they are allowed to get those organs. In the following, I'm going to do 3 little tasks. First of all, I'm going to point out the measures that the UK SERA has intended to introduce and explain the consequences on the lives of animal organ patients. Then, secondly, I'm going to analyze how the reporter presents the importance of the topic by referring to the structure of information and how quotations are used in the text. And then I'm going to give my own opinion about the therapeutic cloning described in the text, if it will overcome the problems mentioned, and if it will negate the real values of life. So first of all, task number 1, the measures pointed out by the UK SERA organization. It's very important to know that the patients who get those animal organs have to be registered and monitored by medical authorities for their whole life, because the intention is that no pig viruses or any other DNA mixes with the human gene pool, so that there's no threat of spreading pig viruses or other DNA to the gene pool of the human being. So for those measurements, they're not allowed to give any blood donations. Anybody, every person or every member of the household has also to be checked regularly, and anybody with whom they might have exchanged bodily fluids also has to be checked regularly. Has to be checked very often. So they can be sure that no DNA of other beings, like from animals, mixes with the human DNA. And of course, what's also mentioned in the text, that they have a very special medical team. For example, in emergencies, that special doctors are able to deal with those emergencies, so that they're not in the risk to get also some animal DNA. So the main topic, or the main part described in this text, is that those patients have a loss of privacy to get donor organs. So they have to choose between their privacy and if they're getting any organs for longer life. Then in the next part, I'm going now to analyze the structure of information. You can say that it's a pyramid structure because it goes from main information to very detailed information, so from general information to specific information, like it's common in a newspaper article. And you can see it if you analyze the given information, that first of all, the reporter only gives the main information that those persons have to be registered and monitored by medical authorities. It is already given in the first paragraph in about line 3 and 5. Then they go into more detail that they have to sign a pledge to never have children, which is mentioned in line 3. Then in addition, they explain it in number line 6. So the information becomes more and more detailed. Then, of course, they even get more detailed. They describe that they're not allowed to get any blood donation. It's in line 15. Then they describe other household members also have to be checked in line 18, and the special medical teams in line 13. And in the end, they all even discussed in the newspaper article if those organ plantations are good or not good, so the pros and cons, and in the end they also give example of a 39-year-old woman who has a focal cell from a pig in her brain, So it gets, you see, it gets from the very general information to the more specific information if you have more details. And then I also had to analyze the principle and the use of quotations. And in the text, if you have it in hand, you can see that there are many quotations for all the terms used of the UK XERA organization. So they use the vocab of those documents given by the UK XERA organization. For example, like pig viruses do not spread to humans or humanize, and use barrier contraception consistently and provide household members, sexual partners, and other with whom they consent, and so on. This should describe the resistance of the reporter, so it's very objective, that he doesn't give his own opinion in the text, and to really show that the vocab he's using are from this organization. So to see with how the organization sees the problems given in the text. And of course, in the end, when they are discussing the pros and cons of those organ patients, they are also giving quotations